Really, you got to reach out. He said, no, Mr. Roberts, who got no alcoholic. Your daughter died of a broken neck and a spinal cord. What did you do then? Did you call the investigators? Did you reach out to the police? What did you do when you got that information that it was a neck and spinal cord injury and not alcohol? No, they gave me the number. They gave me the number down there to Hager Rarest Investigator, and he said, Mr. Robinson, what you telling me? That story is not adding up. But he said, for you to get it going, Mr. Robinson, you got to. Get you the family of Shanquelle Robinson has been going through one of the worst things that could ever happen to someone, which is the death of a child. But in this case, the stakes are actually above normal, because not only was the young lady murdered in another country, but her murder was a brutal one that has been publicly televised to the world. And it gets even worse because the authorities had initially lied about what led to her death, but now the secret is out, and her father is the one spilling all of it. Now things have just been moving from one big revelation to the next, and his later one will have your jaws dragging on the floor. So if you don't want to miss these details, stick around with me here as we run through it. The story of Shanquelle has been captivating for many reasons, and decides the tale itself of just how horribly she was killed. There's also the fact that some form of foul play was inserted into the story. This is probably one of the many things that prompted the deceased dad to step up and speak out on some of the details that had been toned down. According to reports, Shanquelle Robinson's father called for justice to be served to the 6 friends suspected of being the cause of his daughter's devastating passing. Burr 29, 2022, in a case that is now suspected to be foul play. Bernard Robinson, Shanquelle's father, revealed to TMZ that he believes the incident was a plot concocted by her friends. He shared his suspicions regarding the circumstances surrounding Shanquelle's death, stating that it was a planned attack where the so-called friends came into her room while his daughter was asleep in her room to beat her up. He added that for them to do what they did, it was a plot which was hatched in Cabo because they couldn't do it over here where all her friends were. Shanquelle's father blasted her friends for not coming to her aid as she was suffering from physical injuries. He suspects that her attackers left her vinyl in the hotel room for a housekeeper to find. The grieving father said that her assaulters should be charged with a life sentence for their actions, stating they took a life, ma'am, they took a life for the original story. Robinson of Charlotte was found dead on October 29 in a San Jose del Cabo villa after she had traveled there with 6 friends. Reports on Robinson's death initially said it was caused by alcohol poisoning, but a homicide investigation was lodged after an autopsy found she suffered severe spinal cord injury and atmos flexation and instability of the first 2 net vertebrates. Specifically, her friends had initially reported that the businesswoman had died of alcohol poisoning. Her mother, Salamander, revealed that they were later told by Mexican authorities that the autopsy report did not mention alcohol and that Shanquelle died from physical assault. However, the family has been stating that the story has not added up since the beginning. And then, while the case was on, a disturbing video went viral on social media that corroborates the theory. The video depicts a woman alleged to be Jenny Jackson beating up Shanquelle Robinson while she is naked in a room, while a man in the background can be heard saying, "At least fight back." Bernard, who insisted that his daughter is not the fighting type, shared that the video was difficult to watch as a father and put a hole in his heart. The father broke down as he shared that he has been dealing with massive anger, sadness, and hurt since the day he heard of his daughter's passing, stating that it should be her burying me, not me burying her. Later, another video surfaced where Robinson, who had gone to Cabo to celebrate a friend's birthday, was seen urging her friends to put on swim, whereas the others were all congregated in a room together. However, the 6 friends who traveled with the victim, Khalil Cook, Malik Dyer, Winter Donovan, Alice Hyatt, Jenny Jackson, and Nizer,